What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball fan manga review, where today we're going to be reviewing the fan manga entitled Dragon Ball X, which is a fan-made manga set to take place after the events of Dragon Ball GT, and for many years now I've been reviewing and looking over fan-made Dragon Ball concepts and mangas, so today we'll be diving into a brand new chapter of this manga, with the events of Dragon Ball X having to take place right after the events of Goku vs Omega Shenron, following the overusage of the Dragon Balls. And with that, we pick up from the recent events that have occurred in Dragon Ball X following chapter number 7, with Ultimate Gohan having to confront evil Super Saiyan 4 Goku as he finally realizes that Goku is about to unleash his most devastating attack, not just upon Gohan, but the entire planet as well, with Gohan saying, "Wait, don't do it. If you throw that attack with such excess power, you'll completely destroy the Earth," with evil Goku having to respond very nonchalantly by saying, "Even if I were to destroy the planet, it's not a problem for me because I can easily use instant transmission to teleport myself to another place instantly, but you are gonna perish alongside this planet." And Gohan has no other choice but to do something, as Gohan says he's right, but if he fails, he will run out of energy and make himself vulnerable. But Gohan wanted to solve this melee fight on Earth, that way nobody else was harmed, in which Gohan has to act on instinct, in which he uses the solar flare. He raises himself up high in the sky, in which catches Goku's attention, and he instantly uses solar flare to blind Goku temporarily, and then that's what causes Gohan to quickly realize that Goku has dropped his guard, in which Goku says, "My eyes," since he can't see, he was staring directly at Gohan as he unleashed the solar flare, which causes Gohan to headbutt Goku directly into an ongoing mountain, in which bought him some time, but not after realizing that Super Saiyan 4 Goku has finally stood up through the rubble, with of course Goku replying by saying, "Fine, the game is now over," in which catches Gohan by surprise, and we get to see Goku reach for something near his belt as he pulls out a senzu bean by saying, "Luckily I have this," and as he begins to chew on the senzu bean, Gohan realizes, how is this possible? It's a senzu bean. And even we see Trunks flying there. He says the evil ki is increasing while Gohan is getting weak, and then all of a sudden Goku recovers his energy and begins to power up on a massive level. That's what catches Gohan off guard, because Goku replies by saying, "Pretty good, I recovered all my strength," with Gohan having to reply by saying that's why he was so confident, because he knew he had a senzu bean, with Goku having to say, "What do you have to say now, huh, boy?" while laughing at Gohan and saying, "See, I wasn't lying when I told you that I was going to kill you." And that's when Gohan says, "You are a coward. Where did you get that senzu seed? It's been a while since someone created one. Where did you get that from?" with the Elder Kai freaking out on the Supreme Kai planet and realizing that Goku wasn't indeed bluffing, with Goku having to reply by saying, "What are you talking about? These seeds only exist in the place where I came from," in which catches so many people off guard, because then we get to see how the Supreme Kai is talking to the Elder Kai and saying, "What's the matter, ancestor?" with the Elder Kai replying by saying, "You remember me telling you and the other Kaioshins of your generation that went to Earth and cultivated some magic seeds that already existed in the planet, right?" with Supreme Kai having to say yes. The Elder Kai then follows up by saying, "Well, these seeds have a special origin. They've existed even since before this world, the Kaioshins world, was created. The story tells that those seeds were a present from beings who came from a world superior to ours, given the first generation of Kais, but no one knows exactly where in the world those beings came from. What's more, in all my existence, I haven't heard anything else about them," in which insinuates that yes, Goku's special senzu bean came from somewhere where ancient beings have long before created these magic senzu beans, even prior to the existence of the Kaioshin world. And the Elder Kai has heard about this. He's heard about a generation of Kais before the present ones, in which he's also trying to figure out as to where Goku may have possibly have found this senzu from, in which right after we get to see the Elder Kai point at the magic ball and Goku and saying the person that's inside of Goku's body has to come from the same place as those beings I just told you about. And then we get to Supreme Kai saying, "Do you think so, ancestor?" with the Elder Kai saying yes, there is a strange energy and presence within Goku's body, and it has to be from an unknown source. But even while all this is going down, Trunks finally arrives and he notices that something's wrong with Goku's energy, with Gohan having to be there and saying to Trunks, "Why are you here?" with Goku having to reply by saying, well, another guy arrived, but he's too weak to deserve my attention," which pretty much tells you that Goku doesn't consider Trunks to be a threat, with Trunks pretty much telling Gohan, "Gohan, are you okay? What's the matter with Goku?" with Gohan having to tell Trunks and saying, "I'm fine, Trunks. It seems that someone has possessed my father's body, but I don't know that with purpose. I'm trying to figure it out," and with Trunks saying, "Don't worry, Gohan, my dad and Goten should not take much longer to arrive, alongside Pan, who's going to be bringing the blood swave machine. And that's when Gohan says Pan's coming as well, with Trunks having to say yes, she should be on her way now, with Gohan having to reply and saying it'll be better if all of you guys leave and don't let Pan get here because it'll be too dangerous to fight this guy head on. And then right as we see Gohan talking to Trunks, Goku says enough with the speaking, let's start the killing, as he rushes towards Gohan and violently punches him so hard in the stomach where Gohan is sent flying through yet another mountain, with Trunks having to challenge Goku in transforming into a Super Saiyan, with Goku having to reply by saying, please don't make me laugh, you plan to attack me with such a ridiculous power level like that, and Trunks even trying to make an attempt in attacking Goku, with Goku having to launch Trunks with just a simple push right through another yet mountain. And Goku says right towards the end of the chapter, I think I got too excited, never mind, there's nothing else to do here anymore. In fact, I think it's time to recover my throne and hail as the Most High, but before I do that, I'm gonna destroy this miserable planet. So at least Gohan in this chapter was able to buy some time in temporarily blinding Goku with a solar flare before headbutting him, but either way, that caused Goku to reach in for the Senzu Bean, in which we do understand from the Elder Kai that these special beings come from special beings from other planets that far existed before even the Kaioshins, in which the Elder Kai predicts that whoever's inside of Goku's body may actually be one of those beings that existed a long time ago. But then we move on to Dragon Ball X chapter number 8, with Goku having to stand above everyone else by saying the fight with that guy wasn't in vain, now I know I have to do everything on my own. And then Goku goes on to say, although I have to admit, if it hadn't been for the seeds I took from Virgo, I may have lost the battle, which insinuates that yeah, maybe Ultimate Gohan may have had a chance in defeating this evil Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but Goku also says, but I wonder, how did he know about the seeds? With Gohan having to get up from the rubble and Goku having to reply by saying, wow, you still have enough strength, but I can't waste any more time, I'll destroy you all together with this planet. With Gohan having to say, I can't give up, I have to do one last effort to protect Earth, with we see Goku's energy in his hand, he's holding some sort of energy blast in which he points it at Gohan, with him firing the blast and Gohan saying that energy ball has enough power to destroy the Earth, so I can't dodge it, I must refuse it, in which Goku even says, come on, touch it, you'll die instantly if you do. And that's when Gohan says, what's going on? Why aren't my arms responding? Gohan seems to be frozen because Goku just said that if he goes on ahead and touches the energy blast, he will indeed die. And we see Trunks emerge from the rubble as well by saying what happened, and him saying, Gohan, what are you doing? Why aren't you stopping the attack? With Gohan having to say, I don't have enough energy to divert it, the only choice I have left is to take it directly. And then Gohan says, although I don't think my body will resist it, in that case, whatever happens, that's how my father would have acted and when seeing the Earth in danger, just like at the end of the Cell games. With Trunks realizing, now I understand, and he's witnessing this blast head right for Gohan, and Trunks saying Gohan doesn't have enough strength to reject the attack anymore, that's why he plans to stop it using his own body, but that attack can be deadly for Gohan in his actual condition. The most probable chance is to actually resist, but he can't since he doesn't have enough power. With Trunks saying Gohan is ready to make the ultimate sacrifice to save Earth alongside me and everyone else. Damn, hurry up, Dad. He's hoping that Vegeta comes along, and that's when we see a shocking revelation occur with Trunks as he says Gohan must not die. He and my father are the only ones that can fight against a guy like this in terms of equals, and that's when Trunks says, although I don't want to admit it, am a warrior, but some time ago I neglected my training, believing that if any problem appeared that there would always be someone stronger than me to solve it, but now I am alone, now everything is up to me. It's a pity the Dragon Balls don't exist anymore, but I am not afraid. I'll die peacefully because I will not only save the Earth, but Gohan as well. It's a great honor. And we see how Trunks makes the ultimate sacrifice as he charges towards Gohan, and he pushes Gohan really hard out of the way as Gohan falls right into the dirt as Trunks takes the blast. So Trunks made the ultimate sacrifice in admitting that he was the one to neglect training, in neglecting his powers, in neglecting getting stronger, because he's realized that every single time a strong opponent would appear, someone like Goku or his father would show up to handle business, which pretty much allowed him to procrastinate and get weaker over time. But he also says that in order for the world to stand a chance against such a person, that Gohan has to live. live, and that his father has to be there as well. So the best thing Trunks can do is make that sacrifice in saving Gohan, in which we see Trunks' body begin to shiver after he took the blast, with Goku looking at him, and then all of a sudden we see Trunks drop right down to the ground, and Gohan having to burst in tears by saying, "Why, Trunks? Why did you do that?" With Gohan having to look up in the air and look at Goku and saying, "That bastard, that wasn't an energy blast, it was a trap," in which Goku even admitted, yes, that technique, which apparently doesn't cause any damage, completely destroys the insides of a body that it touches, wouldn't have any effect on this planet, and you do realize it's too late, right? So he had the intentions on actually setting the trap up, in which the energy blast that he sent out wasn't meant to destroy the planet, but it was meant to destroy someone's body, the insides of someone's body. And then all of a sudden we see Pan arrive, and Pan arrives to see Trunks on the ground, dead as it could be, and she walks on over and she says, "Stand up, Trunks, Trunks, please," and Pan begins to cry. Pan begins to have flashbacks of Trunks and Giru and her grandpa, and she begins to completely break down, in which this entire chapter pretty much summarized Goku in bluffing and trying to not only destroy Gohan's body, but then later on destroy the Earth, as he nearly set the trap up for Gohan to believe that the energy blast was supposed to be a devastating blast, but actually it turns out to be something to crush the inner bodies, and Trunks having to admit that he was wrong about his training and having to be somewhat of a warrior who neglected his training, but he made the ultimate sacrifice to save his friend from impending disaster. So post your comments down below. What did you guys think about this chapter? What are your overall thoughts on Trunks dying? What are your overall thoughts on this evil Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Post your comments down below, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you guys love Dragon Ball, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. That way you guys are always up to date with all the latest Dragon Ball news, information, updates, predictions, discussions, and of course, fan manga reviews. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to go on ahead and slap a like down below. Tune in for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys in the next Dragon Ball X manga chapter review. Take it easy, guys. Peace.